Good morning and good afternoon, sir. My name is Rojachi and my matching number is 270910. My group member is Tanjachi 270964. Our title is about catering management system. From introductions, catering company has special requirements for managing food processing, and these requirements can be solved by catering management system. This type of system mainly help catering operator with order management, production planning, delivery, and invoice. Catering system able to plan food productions according to customer demand. Catering system can also help with analyzing the efficiency and the quality of the service that they deliver. For problem statements, nowadays, more of the caterers around the world using the manual system to keep track the account. The information is either kept in computer using word processors or written in the account record sheet. Moreover, it may be causing the misunderstanding between the customer and employee if they have a lot of customers at the time. However, if there are too many employees to be hired, it may be waste of resources. It also will give an extra work to the employee to record all the transactions. Next is about the ER diagram. In this catering management system, customers have ID number, name, address, phone number, and email for ordering the food. Customer can select more than one food and can only make an order for each time. Besides that, the system should also allow an employee to work on an order based on order ID, customer ID, total amounts, and the date of bill. Information about employee include ID number, name, address, date of joining this catering company, and their salary. Each employee may work on one or many orders at the same time. A food menu at the hotel may along with many inventory, and the information for food include ID, food name, and the price for each of the fruit. Fruit type, quantity, cost, and date of inventory must be recorded. Each inventory can be supplied by many suppliers. Information about supplier include ID, name, address, and their contact number. Then is about the normalizations of database. In first normal form, they have 24 attributes in the order, such as customer ID, customer name, customer address, phone number, email address, item ID, item name, item price, food type, quantity, cost, date, supplier ID, supplier name, supplier address, contact number, order ID, total amounts, bill date, employee ID, employee name, employee address, date of join, and salary. Since there are no repeating goods in each relations and each attribute of the table have single value, therefore the table meets the conditions of first normal form. In second normal form, there are 5 tables which are order, inventory, food menu, supplier, and employee. For order, they have order ID, total amount, bill date, customer ID, customer name, customer address, phone number, and email address. In inventory, they have food type, quantity, cost, and date. Food menu have item ID, item name, item price. For supplier have supplier ID, supplier name, supplier address, and contact number. For employee have employee ID, employee name, employee address, date of join, and salary. In third normal form, they have 6 tables which are customer, food menu, inventory, supplier, order, and employee. There exists no transitive dependency in each of the relations. Therefore, the customer, food menu, inventory, supplier, order, and employee relations in third normal form. This is the class diagram in catering management system. In customer table, they have 5 attributes which are customer ID, customer name, customer address, phone number, and email address. The data type for customer ID is integer. However, customer name, customer address, phone number, and email address are string. The operator for customer are add customer and edit customer. In order table, they have 4 attributes which are order ID, customer ID, total amount, and bill date. The data type for order ID and customer ID are integer. However, total amount is float, bill date is date. The operator for order are add order, edit order, delete order, and calculate total amount. For employee table, they has 5 attributes which are employee ID, employee name, employee address, date of join, and salary. The data type for employee ID is integer. Then the data type for employee name and employee address are string. The date of join is date. The salary is float. The operator for employee have add employee, edit employee details, and delete employee. For food menu table, they have 3 attributes which are item ID, item name, and item price. The data type for item ID is integer, item name is string, item price is float. The operator for food menu have add item, edit item, and delete item. For inventory, they have 4 attributes which are food type, quantity, cost, and date. The data type for food type is string, the quantity is integer, cost is float, the date is date. The operator for inventory is add inventory, edit inventory, and delete inventory. For supplier, they have 4 attributes which are supplier ID, supplier name, supplier address, and contact number. The data type for supplier ID is integer. However, supplier name and supplier address, contact number are string. The operator for supplier have add supplier, edit supplier, and delete supplier.
Good day, sir. My name is Tan Kachi, metric number 270964. I will continue the presentation with our database in SQL. So, this is our database which named as Catering Management System. There are 6 tables have been created in this table. They are customer, employee, food menu, inventory, order, and supplier. We obtained this table from our last normalization process in third normalization form. For the employee table, this SQL statement is executed to insert a new row into employee table. Once rows are inserted, execute the select statement to verify the output. As you can see, the employee with name Jack Tan is successfully added into the table. Next, when we want to remove an employee from the table, this SQL statement is being executed. Once the row has been deleted, execute the select statement to verify the output. As you can see, the employee which has employee ID 1006 has been deleted. Next, I would like to update the data inside the inventory table. To update the date for grocery in inventory table, this SQL statement is executed. Once the data is updated, execute the select statement. As you can see, the date for the grocery has been updated to 31st of May 2020. To create the view of the food menu with the ascending order for the food price, this SQL statement is executed. Once the view is created, execute the select statement to verify the output. The, the item ID, item name, and item price as is shown in the table in this table. Next, to list down all the employees with the salary which greater than 2,000, this SQL statement is executed. As you can see, all the employee who has the salary more than 2,000 is shown in this table. Next, to find the total times of customers that have been visited and the sum of the total of amount of every order for all the time that visited, which grouped by customer ID, this SQL statement is executed. The output is shown in the table. That's all from our group. Thank you.